So, so a lot of people have been asking me, hey, what is the purpose and meaning to life? And, and it seems like a pretty fair question. So I'd like to take the opportunity now to discuss in length the meaning of life. So, as you begin your journey into understanding the meaning of life, the first thing that you have to take into consideration is that there have been billions and billions of people who have lived on the earth, and a whole bunch of them are a lot smarter than you are, and they didn't figure it out either. So so good luck with that. So yeah, what I'm trying to say is that you're like start searching, like you can you know like give up your whole life and you go travel like to like India and Nepal and like climb mountains, and then there's like a bunch dead people that went there before you and they're still there because they can't get them off the mountain because it's economically infeasible, and it could be detrimental to the lives of those participating. So they're just leave their dead body there. And these are people that were trying to find the meaning of life too. And then you can get like to the top of the mountain and go, hey, I'm on the top of this mountain. And then you find out it's just just like being on a different mountain, just it's just cold and you can't breathe. And so if you really ever found like the meaning of life, it's probably just because of oxygen deprivation. So that's not really, all that good of a strategy for finding the meaning of life. So you could like books, and you can find like a super guru or something on YouTube. Buy a lot of T-shirts and coffee mugs with inspirational quotes and stuff, and it probably won't really give you any answers either. Or you could cause like some people are like, hey, maybe I could join an ancient fraternal order, and then they'd have answers, and then you get involved in there, and then there's just a lot of strange meetings you got to go to and listen to a bunch of stuff and find out you could probably just watch a couple YouTube videos or a couple TikToks and pretty much get the gist of it. So what I'm trying to say is that if you really want to find meaning in life, you're probably good. Just make something up. Just go with as long as you're not hurting anybody and you're having a good time. I mean, if you get at the end and there's God, this God person shows up, and God's like, hey, you're a pretty good person, and you're like, well, I tried. And, it seems to me like if it's a good God person that that or he, she, whatever, God's gonna be like, hey, good job. You were a good person, and you could have been not a good person, but you decided to be, a good person. So you get to go hang out with all the other good persons, and then that'd be pretty cool. So you just, so like, if you search, like you read books and stuff, and you probably there's just you pretty much just kind of, I think most people just kind of make something up and they go, hey, this is what I did. The people are just like, well, seems like a pretty good deal. I'll just do what you did. And then they're like, oh, okay, it's cool. And so then you're just a bunch of people just kind of doing the same thing because somebody else was doing that, so they just do that. Or you just do your own thing. Or you could even start, like, you could start your own thing, and then people are like, hey, I like what you're doing. I want to do what you're doing. You're gonna be like, oh, well, that's kind of weird. But if you want to do what I'm doing, that's, I'm not gonna stop you. It's your own thing. And then they're like, hey, that's pretty cool that you're pretty cool about me doing my thing by doing your thing, because I don't really have a thing to do, but I like what you're doing, and I kind of identify with your doing of things, and so I'm just going to do what you're doing. So that's pretty cool that you're cool with me doing what you're doing, which makes me want to keep doing what you're doing more. And you're like, all right, that's cool. And then maybe, so that's pretty much it. Life is just, you just make something up and go with it, and then at the end we just kind of sort it all out. And like if there's like a God person, they're probably pretty cool, and then it'll be cool from there. But then if there's not, like, there's no meaning at all, then you just well, then just while you're here, whatever you did was whatever it did. So that's why you should just find something that's cool to do and just go, okay, this is my meeting, and just do that, and then you're just, that's pretty much it. That's the meaning of life. You just pick something and go with it, and then just, you make adjustments on the fly. You might come along, find something that's cooler, and you just gotta add it in. That's cool. That's, you just sort of just, you don't really sort of, finding a meaning in life. You just sort of just make one. You just you just sort of build one. You just sort of make one up and just go, and then if it works, it works. It doesn't, you just do something else. So whatever you're doing, as long as if you're happy, cool. I do, but make a cool one. Do a cool meaning of life. Don't go with the whole humdrum, boring thing. Try to liven it up a little bit. Get a little dancing in there. Dancing's pretty cool. Maybe a little singing and dancing. Throw in some strange philosophy that involves aliens. That's cool. Work in the dinosaurs somehow. Like give them, and trees. Trees are pretty cool if you work the trees into your plan. Just, that's pretty. I guess what I'm trying to say. Just it's whatever. And you might be sitting and going, hey, that's not really, you're not really saying much. But if you look at all the other people who have said their meaning of life, they're pretty much the same thing. It's just, you just make something up and just go with it. So, all right, I'm gonna go make some mac and cheese.